What's going on YouTube? Cloverbells here, back with another Scarlet Violet video, and today we're going to be hopping back into the rank ladder to showcase another relatively cool Regulation I team that is actually quite common right now. This is a team made by Matt Bruno, and he used this at last month's NAIC to grab day 2 honors here. So congrats to Matt, super cool to see him do so well, and a really cool idea that he had with Terapagos and Calyrex here, because prior up until this point, the way to play Calyrex and Terapagos was the boring double fake out bonds with 1 or 2 redirection support, and the Terapagos was, always just stuff like leftovers and calm mind setup, right? The relatively boring way to do it. Still effective, obviously, right? Very good, but Matt says, you know what, that's not for me. I'm going to play the team a little bit differently. I'm going to focus on a little bit more offensive pressure, a little bit more quicker damage, right? So he's saying, look, let's add Pagos here with choice specs. We'll have 4 attacks, all right? Then we'll add Chi-Yu to support both of these guys, right? Just because Chi-Yu, again, with Beads of Ruin, is going to let them do a little bit more damage. Then look at the rest of the team. Obviously, you've got Whimsicott here for Tailwind support, for, hyper offense stuff. But then you have Fake Tears support, and that is a huge difference maker here when you can have Fake Tears paired with Calyrex, paired with Terapagos, even paired with Chi-Yu over here. And then you've got the Smeargle. Obviously, you know what Smeargle is doing right now in Regulation I. It's an absolute demon, with the Focus Sash, Follow Me, Spore, Decorate Shenanigans here. You even have Fake Out Pressure as well. So you have 2 Fake Out Mons on this team. And then sometimes, you just want like immediate damage. And then after that, you can still go with Decorate on the Smeargle, which is kind of funny here. And it can still function as a pretty good support mon because you got Follow Me, Spore, and you've got Fake Out here. So there's not too many mons that can do that. So obviously, Smeargle looking really good as an A-tier support mon on this team here. And then, of course, you've got Iron Hands. Again, really good in the Trick Room matchup. Fake Out Pressure as well. When Miraidon teams along with Iron Hands teams comes out, Iron Hands can do well there. And then even in the Calyrex-Ice Rider games, Low Kick is going to do like over 50% damage, just based off of the boost here that you're going to get from the Electric Terrain, right? So Hands, good stability for your Trick Room matchup here. And then, like I said, Smeargle is an absolute demon with these guys here. So lots of leads that you can do. You could just simply do like, Chi-Yu, Pagos, Chi-Yu, Calyrex leads. You could even do Smeargle, Calyrex here. Go for Fake Out, go for Nasty Plot, go for Spore Pressures. In the beginning, you can even go like Whimsicott and then just go Tailwind plus Fake Tears to any of the special attackers and then let something like Iron Hands and one of the others clean up in the back. And just overall, depending on the matchup, you're going to still lead something very aggressive, right? And the opponent has to respect that because, again, Life Orb, Calyrex, Choice Specs, Pagos, tons of damage, and then you even add the Chi-Yu there, also going to do a lot of damage. And again, Iron Hands as a physical threat is just no sleeper over there. So really smart idea here from Bruno, and congrats to him and some of the other builders that he mentioned on his Twitter that also contributed to the squad. So shout outs to them as well. But yeah, like I said, I meant to use this earlier, so sorry, Bruno, okay, but we're using it now. I am still a man of my word. When I say I'm going to use it, I'm going to use it. All right, so hopefully we can get some cool wins with Fake Tears Whimsicott, Smeargle, and friends. So without wasting further time, let's just go straight into the ranked battles. Okay, so they also have a Terapagos team here, but this is with Koraidon. Once upon a time, those 2 were used. Again, it's almost like the Pagos Miraidon idea, right? Which, again, we still have to release a team building video for. Coming in the next video, by the way. Spoilers. Alright, so he's got the Photosynthesis Mons, he's got Flutter main and the Brute Bonnet, the fake Amoongus, quote unquote. Then he's got Rillaboom as well. Okay, it's gonna help him with the Miraidon matchup. And then Incineroar as his fire type. Okay, so I think he definitely's got to bring Incineroar for sure. Now, the thing is, what if I just go bonkers here? With just Whimsicott and the Pagos here, right? I think I could. And then if I Terra, then we just blow up his weather, or he's just forced to switch out and whatnot. But maybe I can start off slower. So let's do this. Let's do these guys first. Pagos comes in later, and then we'll go with Whimsicott. I think this will work out. Now, I did think about bringing Iron Hands here, but I don't know if it was necessary. I think a late game Whimsicott could really help me, especially against stuff like Flutter over there. But let's see how we can do with the Pink Dog yet again, with Spore and Fake Out Pressure. All right, there it is. He goes with his own Turtle. He goes with his own Fake Out Mon. I go with my Restricted, and I go with my my evil Smeargle here. Now, cool thing here is I've got the faster Fake Out, ideally. At least I think I do. Yeah, I am Jolly. So I can just immediately Spore. Okay, or I can just Fake Out the Pagos right now. And then, if anything, I can just tear this thing and just set up the nasty plot, realistically, but then I don't want to, right? Just because there is that threat there. How do I want to approach this? Could just protect it. No, I don't think I need to protect. Okay, how about this? I'm going to Spore this slot. Let me test him. I'm going to switch out the Calyrex. And I'm going to go into my own Pagos. I want to see if he actually goes for the knockoff or the fake out here. I'm generally very curious. Alright. I don't think you would fake out the Calyrex here. Alright, so let's see what you got here. Alright. Oh, he didn't go with the fake out. I think he was just going for the knockoff then, right? Okay, so he's going to knock off my Specs. Unfortunate, but we do get a turn of sleep here. Alright, and it's taunt. Okay, so he taunts the Smeargle instead. Wow, alright. That's fine, I guess. Totally okay. So we can switch out the Smeargle here, right? Because again, we're not really doing anything. We're quote-unquote taunted. I can go into the Whimsicott. That can give me an edge somewhat, especially with like Fake Tears support. And I can still click Terra Starstorm here, which will do like a decent amount of damage, especially against Incineroar. And you know, Specs is still gonna do like a lot. And his Pagos is sleeping, if anything. So I can still click Earth Power here, but I just think going for the Starstorm is actually just pretty relatively safe, especially if I Terra. Actually, you know what? Let me just get a whole bunch of damage on this board here. Let me just do this. Alright, so we'll go into Whimsicott here, potentially. Next turn Tailwind would be nice there. Yeah, he's going to swap out the Pagos. Because, you know, it's just sitting there. So what's going to take the Starstorm there? Oh, Koraidon! Ooh! Alright. Well, if only... if only I didn't Terra this thing, right? Right. But here we are. So here it is. Koraidon, you're going to bring out the sun, but unfortunately... summertime's over for you. At least in this particular turn / battle. Alright, so here's the Pagos Terra. Alright, so goodbye, sun. Nice knowing you. Alright, and here is the Terra Starstorm. Should deal a significant amount of damage here, I would say. Again, it is Specs. It almost kills Incin. Does a lot to Pagos. There's the knockoff. Alright, so I can click other moves now. Alright, he knocked off my Specs. I mean, at this point, it's already kind of okay. Right? Because again, I can just, again, click Tailwind now. I'm in a great spot. And now I could do a couple of... I can click any move I want now. But I'm still going to click Terra Starstorm. Ideally, he might switch again. Let me just see what's in the back here. Nothing that really wants to take it, especially of his own Pokemon there. So honestly, this is just a free Tailwind here and just more Terra Starstorm. Alright, he can protect if he wants. He can pivot the Incin at the same time, right? And just kind of stall out here, but that doesn't really help him in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, see, there's the protect. Looks like he's just going to give me the Incineroar, ideally, which is good, which is, again, fine. Because, again, that Koraidon is almost kind of cooked here. Now, the question is, what do you bring in along with this? Do you actually have Flutter Mane over there? And also, you know, I can always pressure that Koraidon with Moonblast. Right, and, you know, granted he hasn't Terra'd yet, but why would you when I'm just clicking, you know, Starstorm? So now I can Fake Tears a lot of different things, especially whatever comes in. Alright, and it is actually the Flutter Mane, so that's fine. So we know that thing is going to have a Sash there, right? So there's not even a speed boost here. So honestly, this is just a Moonblast over here, and this is still like a Terra Starstorm, and that should do it. Even if he protects the Flutter Mane, it's fine. Like, okay, he's gonna swap here, and he's gonna go into his own Pagos, I guess. Maybe get the weather back. Now the question is, did you protect Flutter Mane? That's the question here. No, you didn't. So here's the free chip. All right, and we're gonna have to hope that this actually kills the Flutter. All right, but I would imagine your Sash. Let's see. You know, we don't have specs. Okay, it didn't kill. Unfortunate. And he does go for the Icy Wind. Okay, so I would imagine, you know, if he wants to switch out now, he could. And that is leftovers, right? But still, you know, my Whimsicott still should be faster, ideally. And then Pagos, we still have a Calyrex with Psychic. Again, he can still Terra that thing. I can Fake Tears if I want. How do you want to do this? Stays asleep here. I don't think the Flutter can actually kill the Pagos, so I'm just gonna do this. And again, I'm just gonna keep clicking this. Like, I don't see a way. If he Icy Winds again, maybe, but let's just see. All right, we'll Fake Tears this. All right. Realistically, I could have actually just killed the Flutter Mane there with a Moonblast, right? So speed drops here. All right, but we should just clean the Flutter now. This is okay. Okay, yeah, that is more than enough damage there. Now, okay, now he still has his Pagos there, which actually does wake up here, and he does set up a Calm Mind, but, you know, this is also why we have Fake Tear support. Spadef rises. Again, he'll get a little bit of lefties recovery here. But now what we can do is lock that Pagos forever, right? Because we have Encore, right? And here comes Koraidon yet again, which again is under pressure. All right, so now we have to see. This should be my last turn, Tailwind, right? Yep, it is. So, he could protect Pagos. I mean, again, could go Splat here. I could switch out the Whimsicott here. And just give him the Smeargle, ideally. Terapagos has taken... Just do speed here. We have one more turn of Tailwind. Honestly, let me put some pressure on him. Let me Encore him. I'm just gonna keep him honest here. Let me see. Alright, he clicks Protect. Good play there. Alright, but did you target the Pagos here? Let me see. Or did you target Flutter Mane? I'm sorry, the Whimsicott here. Is it Flame Charge? Oh, it's just close combat. Okay, that's fine. That is okay. Because now, guess who gets to come in here? So, Protect. Leftovers Protect, of course. No big deal there. Alright, but now we can click Tailwind again. And then again, it is a Life Orb. Alright, there's more lefties. Alright, so our Tailwind peters out. It's okay. Because now we can still keep locking that Pagos. And this is still fine. Alright, so now he clicked Protect, so again, I'm just going to Encore him. Alright, I could even, yeah, I can just do this. And my Calyrex is Timid 252. Perfect. So then this is just an easy Psychic, and that should just do it here. Okay, he'll Terra, but I don't think it's going to matter a whole lot here. Because as long as I Encore him, he's just only clicking Protect. And there's not really a whole lot he can really do about this, because I am the faster, and he did not click any Flame Charge or whatever. So there's the Encore. So he'll just be clicking Protect until the cows come home. All right, and oh, he actually. Oh no, wait. What am I saying? Wait, no, he clicked the. He clicked the other move. Oh my goodness. Oh, we're a bit rusty here, but it's fine. All right, so there's his protect. Okay, yeah, he did. He actually did go for it. The failed protector. No, it did work. Yeah, I was what? Wait a minute. What am I saying? What am I saying? Because I thought that that interaction would actually go first, just because he did click protector. Okay, so we did make the right play. I'm just so used to seeing like protect come out first. All right, but anyway, we did what we needed to do. So now, honestly, at this point, we can just Fake Tears this thing, and we can just click Psychic, and that should do it here. Okay, there's the protect. Now he does that. All right, of course, because of the Encore lock there. I don't remember if that was how the interaction was supposed to go. I always thought, you know, if he was just clicking protect, if I click Encore onto him, he should have just protect. That should have been the first thing, but I was surprised to not see that first. But anyway, he still ends up clicking it. Alright, here we go. More lefties. Alright, I'm just going to do the same thing. Here we go. Let's pack this guy up here. Alright, he tries, obviously, but again, he's forced to click it. Alright, here we go. There's the Fake Tears. This is what's going to help us here. Again, Life Orb, we're already +1. Single target Psychic. Alright, and we'll wrap up the Pagos there, and that's it. So, we had the Smeargle in the back. Didn't really do anything. Didn't need to do anything. Because Whimsicott is busted. Alright, with Tailwind, Fake Tears, and Encore support. And that's really what it has to be sometimes, right? You have to just pivot out your support options, and then the other support can come in and do a better job than the previous one based on the circumstances. Oh my lord, what am I looking at here? We've got Clodsire, Regieleki, the Illumise, I think, not the other one, and Cresselia. Wow. Holy smokes. I'm playing the global challenge. That's all I can say. I'm playing the global challenge. Okay. Chiyu actually looks really good here. Like Chiyu and this thing. It looks good in the end game too. I think Cresselia and Pagos is just a really good video overall. I think I just want to do that. Again, I also have like Follow Me Pressure, and then just yeah, these homies are okay. I know he's got Koraidon there. Makes me wonder, like, do I bring the Pagos? Yeah, I think I still should. You know. Yeah, let's just go with that. We'll see. We'll manage. If I can put that Koraidon to sleep, it would be very, very good. But if I can't, then oh well. I've got no Whimsicott here, so perhaps Whimsicott in the end game would have been good. But Chiyu just looked great in, just on picture there. It's got Regieleki and a Clodsire. Alright. I've got Smeargle. I've got plans. Okay, I got Fake Out. If that is Yawn Pressure, that's going to be, like, awful. Right, but I've got Psychic into this thing. So we could even just force out a Terra. But realistically, I do want to Nasty Plot. And then just Fake Out the Aleki here. I don't know what this Clodsire is supposed to do. Okay, he could just honestly Terra, but I can just go for free damage right off the rip. And just click Fake Out onto the Aleki slot here. I'm more afraid of the Aleki more than... I'm actually more afraid of the Aleki. Especially if he has like Electro Web. I think I'm just going to fake this thing out. Let's see. Alright, so we're going to fake out the Clodsire. Do you have E-Webs here? You've got Light Screen. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. So still free Astral Barrage damage, honestly. Alright, this is still like going to do a lot. Yeah, like he does live. But not by a whole lot there. So free damage. And what I'm going to have to do is... I'm just going to... I got a special attack boost. I can spore the Clodsire, at least, and just go for damage. Right? Like, realistically, like Astral Barrage again, and then just, honestly, I can click Spore onto this slot. And let's see what he does here. Alright, he's going for Thunderbolt, but my Smeargle is... I get a crit, but I live. So we'll KO the Gieleki here. And we'll have to see what this Clodsire is supposed to do. So we'll go to +1. I know he's got a light screen up. Alright, but that's like okay in the grand scheme of things. So there's one Grimnay boost. Alright, and we should just put this thing to take a nap for now. So turn 1. Sleep there, that's pretty good. Alright, now the question is, what do you bring in with this? I would love to preserve the Fake Out as well. Alright, oh, we get a speed boost. That could help somewhat later. Maybe. Alright, I actually haven't really gotten a chance to see something here. Alright, he's got the Poggos, right? Now, my question for you is, can Smeargle at +1, Jolly 252 outspeed that Poggos? There's a shot. Yeah, I think... Oh, hello. Who's that? I was like, yo, I'm on Showdown here. Let's see. What am I gonna do? I can still Astral. Right, but I actually just want to just get rid of this. And I can just still click Spore on this slot here. I should be able to outspeed the Poggos. Alright, yeah, we do. Alright, so that's fine by us. So that takes a nap. Alright, here we go. Free damage. Alright, here we go. Psychic and good night. Alright, now we're +2. So now we're out damaging and outpacing the light screen here. Okay. Yeah, this is just the Calyrex Smeargle show. Alright. You don't even need our Whimsicott for this. We'll get a nice little Spadef boost there. Okay. We've got Chi in the back for this. It's gonna help a lot against their Poggos, and there's Koraidon there. Again, we outspeed that. We can always Psychic. Now, here's the thing. If he tears the Koraidon, he's cooked on the... Well, I think you would have to. I don't think you would tear your own Poggos. So, that being said, I may just have to... I can still go for Psychic here, but... I still think this is, like, the best play. I don't think you need to Terra the other thing. 39, speedy. I'm generally curious. I want to see what he does. Alright, so we're gonna... He actually didn't even protect. I thought he might protect, bro. Does this guy not know how Smeargle's shenanigans work here? Did he just give up? Alright, here we go. Psychic, free damage. That's it. The game is over. He didn't do anything. This guy hit my Smeargle like once, and that was it. I don't know what this is about. Good job, Smeargle. All because I got that moody speed boost, and he's like fast asleep here. So, I got another special attack boost. So, I would love to protect this thing, but so honestly, this is just free psychic damage, right? And I've got my own Poggos in the back. So what I want to do actually is I'm gonna switch it out. I could actually, you know what I could do just for like extra damage here? So we'll Psychic. We'll just decorate this thing, bro. Let's just dominate here. But all right, he just says no. I give up. All right. Well, Smeargle getting a speed boost was great. Outsped his entire team. That was great. Well, here we are again. More Shadow Rider, Zamazenta, Paint Dog shenanigans. Of course, a lot of people want to use this team. Okay. So the problem here is obviously the Zamazenta here. Now, That being said, the Chi-Yu matchup also looks very good here. I've got fire coverage for both the Zom and the Rillaboom there. I've got Snarl pressure for the Calyrex and the Raging Bolt there. I've got my own Tailwind Mon here. But how do I want to lead this? I could just go Whimsicott. This thing. He goes Tornadus. Calyrex. What about like just straight up Chi-Yu and Iron Hands here? Like tell me what's wrong with this? Chi-Yu, maybe Whimsicott is still like good. The question is, how good? Do I still bring the Calyrex with the power? Oh, this is a risky play. I gotta tell you, this is a very risky play. Like, we're not bringing both restrictors, but I think this is still like okay. It's just the speed tie, right? I'm gonna go Pagos here. We're gonna leave the Calyrex behind. Okay. Pagos is gonna have the Shadow Rider matchup a little bit better, but the Zamazenta is the one that we worry about. But this is why we have Chi-Yu and Iron Hands to help us there. Okay. Now, let me see that Tornadus lead. Okay, you didn't lead it. You brought the Smeargle, which I thought you might do. Okay. Alright, he's got the faster Fake Out Mon. He's got Spore and whatnot. The Raging Bolt is annoying. This is also why we need to keep clicking Snarl. Alright. Chip that. Now, if he's got Fake Out... Like, what does he do? He clicks Fake Out into Chi-Yu, and then maybe he clicks, like, some electric move? I've got Drain Punch. I've got Low Kick. Do I take the risk? I'm gonna take the risk. Let's do it. Snarl. And if anything... Drain Punch. Let me see it. Okay, that's us. Now, did you click Fake Out on the Chi-Yu? Is my question. You know I'm Scarfed. You gotta know I'm Scarfed. Alright, but what did you do? Or did you just click Spore? You went for the other side. Very interesting. Alright, well, Snarl comes out here. Raging Bolt, -1, but technically neutral. Alright, Thunderbolt, I don't think that kills. Does enough, though. Okay. Oh, he got the speed boost just like we did. Oh, that's not good. Alright, but this is still okay. The problem is, okay, I don't think Thunderclap is gonna KO. I think we're still okay in that regard. We're gonna Snarl, and I still like. Oh, I like Low Kick here, just because it's gonna do a lot. All right, I know. All right, he goes for that. That's not gonna kill. It actually killed. Oh, he got the crit. I was just gonna say that is not as much damage as Thunderbolt. Oh no, this is where it all goes downhill. Yikes, bro. Alright, well there goes our Terramon. Or he didn't bother clicking Fake Out. It's okay. That's very bad news for us now. Yeah, because I figured, you know, I saw that Thunderbolt damage. Clap's gotta be less, so I was banking on living. Alright, at least we got this thing. Can't sleep this. Alright, Whimsicott comes out here. Like, I can still get off a Moonblast here. The problem is what comes in, right? Like Zamazenta and stuff. What is... No, that's not enough. Yeah, that's just not great. Okay, we can do this, and honestly, we still do this. Let's see what he does. Oh, he's going for Decorate, bro. That's bad news for me. That's not good news for me. But maybe we can do something with this. Special attack drop? Oh, live Iron Hands! I got another crit! Yo, this guy's great. Bro. Oh, man. That's just not fair. Okay. However, we have this thing. That's just... Alright. Alright, we're not out of the woods yet. Still just bad because I can't even tear this thing. Okay. Yeah, he's got a speed boost there. Not really a whole lot I can do except click Tailwind. And I'm gonna click Starstorm here. It's not gonna really do much, but can't even click it into Calyrex. I think this is just like my best bet. Yeah. What else am I really supposed to do? Your Tailwind here. Get rid of the Smeargle at least. Alright, he's going for the Thunderclap. Alright, we're gonna take a lot of damage here. But still like okay. Alright, here we go. EP. Ah. You know, okay, so he was at -1, right? But then he decorated, so he went to +1. Does a +1 Draco, guess with his Protosynthesis boost? Alright, maybe, but you know, I've got an Assault Vest. Alright, here's the Calyrex. So now here's the, so now we've got the Tailwind support. He's got Zamazenta in the back. We know that. We know that much. I still want to be able to try and get a reduction there. And we still click Earth Power here, just, you know, whatever. Thunderclap and Terapagos. Decent chip there. Alright, Moonblast. Would love -1. I do get the -1. Okay. So we get to pick up this thing. Alright, but I don't know if Psychic is going to do it. He does go for Psychic. Alright, he knows that Pagos is the only real threat left. I actually survived that, which is kind of funny. Okay. And there is Zamazenta. Alright, and again, he... Man, this is where Chi would have been great there. But again, you know, I took a little risk there. But he got 2 crits! He got 2 lucky crits, man! Alright, He didn't tear any of these, so... I don't know if there's a way out of this. I think he might just tear the Zom. It might protect the Calyrex. I guess it's just a matter of like, okay, what do you want to protect? Like, can Whimsicott beat Zamazenta on its own? I don't think so. And then Psychic is whatever. Yeah, I'm asking for a lot here. Let me see what happens here. Oh, he does. Yeah, he just straight up attacks here. Alright. And there's the Earth Power. I don't even know if this kills. Okay, it actually does kill. But, listen, if he's got any kind of steel move, we're cooked anyway. But Body Pressure is just going to clean up my Pagos. Alright, yeah, there's the Behemoth Bash. Okay, wait a second. Oh, okay, I was going to say, like, wait. he went into my turtle there. So, I guess my mistake here was, you know, trying to tear the Chi-Yu there. That was like one mistake there. I thought he would fake out. Wasn't the correct read there. Probably should have just played it normal. But hey, man, you can't say I still wasn't in a decent spot there. This Whimsicott actually lived that. Okay. My hands was gonna. I think my hands was gonna live. My Chi was definitely gonna live. All right. So I still thought that despite the 2 crits, you know, I still was okay. But I got the 2 crits. It's another interesting team here. We've got Miraidon Zamazenta, but a different kind of Miraidon Zamazenta. We got Indeedee and then the other Ursaluna, special variant, and then Incin and then Tailwind on that Iron Jugulis. You know, maybe. Snarl's actually going to be annoying. I'm not going to lie. Snarl wrecks a lot of this. And then I can't really do Decorate, right? Because of the Indeedee here. But I can blow up things. Maybe it's just these two as a lead. But if you lead Zamazenta, that's also a problem. Right? But if it's like Indeedee Zamazenta, right? So then I can't blow up the Zam. I would have to just go to result to Heat Wave. And Pagos kind of gets melted a little bit. And this is actually still like kind of annoying. Alright, let's see how he plays it. I'm gonna lead these two. I'm gonna lead these guys. I'm gonna go Calyrex in the back here. And I will actually bring Iron Hands this game. I think Hands can help me against a lot of what he has, especially amidst the double terrain. Oh yeah, I just realized, wait a second, he's got like double terrain. He has to like play the pivot game and override things. I think we're gonna use that to our advantage. But let's see. How does he want to lead with something like that? Alright, there is the Iron Jugulis and the Miraidon. Alright, so something might have Snarl, something might have Tailwind. Okay. I can blow him up right now and just go willy-nilly. Alright, I understand the threat of Snarl, but it's still gonna hurt. It is still gonna actually hurt. So, I can still Terra. Right? I can still click this. Alright, and I can still actually click Snarl here. I think this is still like okay. Alright, especially if he's staying. He actually... Well, he might still click Volt Switch, right? He might like Volt Switch and Snarl, you know, ideally. But we'll see. Because look, we blow up terrain. His best play is to click Volt Switch. In my opinion. Right, I can totally see this coming. Alright, so Electric Terrain is gone. Alright, Core Drive is gone. Alright, we click Snarl, that's good. We reduce special attack damage. Okay, and we'll see what he wants to come in with the Volt Switch. Right. There. Oh, he actually just clicks Tailwind. Okay, so now the question is this actually Snarl? I'm sorry, is this... Well, yeah, see, there's the Volt Switch, right? Because he knows, look, he's just going to blow up my terrain. You know, I don't want to lose Miraidon right off the rip. And you just use your only thing to, like, blow up my terrain. So something's going to have to take a Terra Starfall here. And it is going to be Zamazenta. Alright. So Zam comes in. Alright, this is still going to deal decent chip here. Alright, now, this is actually good for him. Okay, we get rid of the Iron Jugulis, because he's got Tailwind now, and he's threatening Body Press onto my Pagos. And I can't click a Fire move, right? Miraidon comes back. Okay. This is also where, like, Iron Hands is going to be, like, very good. Right, so I think I will make that switch here. Right, like I can still click Snarl. Like Snarl is still like a good... Now, okay, he did click Tailwind. So ideally it was just Body Press and an Electric move into Chiyu, right? So if he's gonna do that, I can still... Maybe just click Dazzling Gleam. Alright, so what about this? Let's go into Iron Hands. Let me see what he does. The question I have for Zamazenta is, do you click Y-Guard knowing that my Chiyu is only clicking Snarl? Or do you just go straight Body Press here? Alright, do you click the Electric move is my question. Also on the Miraidon. Or do you just go like Terra Fairy? Alright, it is actually just Electro Drift. Alright, this is going into the... Right, as I thought, into the Chiyu slot, right? Which means this is probably Body Press into thing. Yeah, but we can live this, because I know we're calced for this. Alright, so there is the Starstorm. It was gonna do a lot, so I'm sorry, but, you know... Oh, it doesn't kill? Bro! How? Yeah, we didn't have Chi. Okay, but we still have Chi on the field. Stop clicking Electro Drift. Alright, maybe we do this. Alright, I got another idea. Go kick right here. I'm just repositioning it. I'm surprised it lived. I thought it would kill. I really thought it would, but we just missed it here. So now we're just making some interesting plays here. Alright, I'm just repivoting. I want the Miraidon gone. Yeah, I figured he might do that, right? And then what does he do here? It does do the Volt Switch. Okay. I don't think you had a Ghost type though. So something's gonna have to take the thing. I don't think you had one, so I'm gonna... This is a free... Oh, that's perfect! That's exactly what I want! Oh, thank you! I guess, right? That's exactly what I want. Okay, is that your last turn of Tailwind? I think it was. And if it's not, then I already know what I'm clicking. Yeah, there's Miraidon here. Okay, yeah, I think this is your last turn. Yeah, alright, so this is easy, right? So we just click Protect here. And then, you know, this thing can do whatever it wants. I can just click Drain Punch. I can force him to commit the Terra Fairy right now. Right? I can save the Iron Hands. You know what? I can give you the Pagos. The Pagos has done its job. Right? I just need the Chi-Yu back in here. Right? And we can even save Iron Hands for later. So if you want to commit it, you can commit it now. So here's the Pagos. Attack Calyrex. Stalled that last turn of Tailwind. Free kill here. I need the free switch. Alright, yeah, that's fine. So you commit the electric move, right? That's okay. Okay, and now what this also ends up working here because now we can go into Iron Hands and click Fake Out and whatever. And then Chi-Yu can save itself for Zamazenta later. There's the body press. That's okay. Alright, so that's one approach that I have for this endgame. I can just Fake Out and kill Miraidon. Tailwind is gone. I also just have straight up Chi-Yu here. That can just nuke something with Dark Pulse, nuke the Miraidon ideally. And then Calyrex just cleans up Zamazenta, right? I think that's also like another endgame. Yeah, let me just do that. Here's Chi-Yu. Okay. So... yeah, I think just Psychic over here. Yeah, just Psychic here, and then just blow something up. Heat Wave, Dark Pulse. Now let's just keep it consistent here. That might not be enough, actually. I think it's enough. I don't want to risk missing. If this misses, oh my... I mean, if this doesn't kill, I'm gonna be so sad. Okay. Oh, okay, that's fine. Alright, now the question is, does Psychic from this range kill? I think it does, right? Miraidon's like less than half. Alright. Calyrex has a good amount of EVs over here. Alright, that should clean up the Miraidon over here. Okay, perfect. We're even. Alright, so I think you gotta... Yeah. Alright, now we're gonna know for sure. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it just cleans up. That's just way too low damage there. Alright, so here we go. Dark Pulse. Yeah, so again, it was just all about preserving our win con here. Installing on his Tailwind turn. We're never gonna know he clicks cancel there, so yeah. But I had different ways of playing out that end game. I could have gone in Iron Hands again, click Fake Out into Miraidon, and beat it, right? And even if the Zamazenta doesn't protect and kills the Calyrex there with maybe it's Steel Move, it's okay, right? Because I still have Chi-Yu in the back that can blow through, and he can't really beat the Iron Hands at the same time. Metapod Squad, yo, that's a name, man. Oh, bro. Okay. So that's a very familiar team, right? That's the regional winning team. So we We know what's coming over there. Okay. So it's if I remember, I think it's the Leech Seed variant, right? It's not the high horsepower on the Calyrex. Of course, it's Life Orb, Basculegion. Grimmsnarl has Light Clay, so we can. It does have Sucker Punch though, so Spear Breaks. I could bring Smeargle here. I'm not gonna lie. Like Smeargle, and even like Iron Hands actually looks kind of funny. He can bring Amoongus, which is actually annoying. Now, what if I just did this, bro? Smeargle, Calyrex, Pagos for sure, blow something up, and then I think Hands is the way. I don't think we need Whimsicott here. Now, the annoying thing is obviously the Grimmsnarl there, but I think we'll try and manage. Especially if we have like Decorate plays. But it's going to be interesting. My question is, do you bring the Amoongus and the Grimmsnarl? Alright, there's our first answer. Grimmsnarl, Calyrex, and I know you're Leech Seed. Alright, and you're Terra Fairy as well. So that's the other annoying thing. So I can just easily like fake out and go for a nasty plot here. Alright, and I think I will do that. I can even Spore the Calyrex, Spore the Grimmsnarl, but fake out. Thing is, if he clicks Trick Room, that's bad, right? So he can Protect and then just try and set up screens. If he has Spirit Break, that's also bad. I think I just have to Spore this slot. And oh, I don't think I have to Terra per se. I think I can still go for the nasty plot. Let me try. Let's see. Maybe he protects it here. Yeah, he protects. Alright, and there is the light screen, so this is also why I went for nasty plot, to try and outpace this. Alright, so there's the nasty plot. And now what's going to be really good is if I can Spore the Calyrex slot, I'm faster. If I don't get a speed reduction here, that's going to be very good for me because I can Spore that Calyrex. Oh, perfect. I even get a speed boost. Oh, that's really good because then I can even outspeed his Ogre here. So this is actually really free now. So now we can Spore this slot, and we have very, very free Astral Barrage, right? Or I could even nasty plot again. Because he can Terra Fairy here. I can even like Decorate. But I kind of just want to Spore. Alright, so let me just click Astral here. Force him to switch out the Calyrex. Something, he could even just go into Amoongus here. But, or even Basculegion. But what wants to take a +2 Life Orb Astral Barrage? If it's Ogre, then it's going to take that and it's going to get Spored, right? So, that's the other thing he has to worry about here. Now, he does have Sucker Punch, which also just makes me wonder... Okay, wait a minute. Alright, but he didn't go for it, so here we go. Calyrex is asleep, so he's actually just going to give it to me. So, free restricted, thank you very much. And I don't... Maybe it's not the same team, but the Grimm didn't even try for the Sucker. Alright, so now we're just +3 here. Okay, so now we're cooking. Grimmsnarl stays asleep. That's good. Because now... Defense... Oh, don't drop my speed, though. Okay, that's good. We get a defense boost. That's fine. And we can still, like, redirect and just keep clicking Astral here. Alright, it's Basculegion, right? So he might even just swap into Kyogre here and do whatever, but this is just a very free, like... You know, Astral Barrage again. So... Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that. Like, I could even just Spore him. Yeah, let me just... Yeah, I'm gonna just follow me here. And even if he switches into Ogre as Manuscript, I'm just gonna go for Glory right now. Like, Astral, start melting things. Yeah, he's gonna go into Ogre, but... That's not gonna help him. Alright, Ogre's gonna take a lot of damage here. Because we just went Terra Ghost. Okay. And we have the Sash. Like, Grim in the end game doesn't look good for him. So, like, you're telling me that his Mont coming in from the back for the end game is a sleeping Grimmsnarl. I think this favors us, guys. Alright, so here we go. Follow me. Okay. I don't think there's anything the Basculegion can really do here. Last respects into the normal type is kind of funny, but of course, this is why you go for follow me, right? You're respecting that, and now, yeah, that's it, man. You know, Ogre can't do anything here, and now we're +4, and now we have, did I say Terragos, bro? There's a dark type here. And now we can always just decorate. And he just DCs. That's the perfect way I wanna, you know, end that one. So yeah, that was fun. All right, one more time. Another Calyrex Kyogre team. This time he's got the Rhyperior. That's for your Miraidon matchup for sure. And then once again, you got Amoongus and Urshifu here. So again, realistically, like I've got this thing, Whimsicott. Could bring it. I also have this. I like Smeargle. Once again, looks funny. Because you can fake out an Astral. I want to try this. I want to go this direction. We'll still bring Calyrex in the back, of course, for the end game. I think Smeargle also is kind of funny. I don't think we need Chiyu this game. I think we can actually bring Smeargle in the back, funny enough. Right after Whimsicott goes down. Then we have Fake Out Pressure and stuff. So we're gonna go like, you know, as much damage as possible. We're gonna go like Tailwind Bonkers. Tailwind Choice Spec stuff, or like even Fake Tear stuff, melt things, and yeah, just go from there. If the Calyrex wants to click Glacial Lance, okay, click Glacial Lance. Then we bring in our Shadow Rider and then we clean up, right? See, there's Calyrex, and there is, oh my god, wow. All right, well, something tells me Kyogre is probably gonna switch out here. Okay. So the question now is, what is the bigger threat? So we are Specs. You can Fake Tears. The Ogre is gonna take a lot of damage, or he might even just resist it, right? I don't think you're max speed Ogre, right? How much, Bruno, did you do? Okay, we are Moss. Are you timid? That's the question. I want to just Fake Tears and blow up something, right? I can Fake Tears the Calyrex. He might just protect. Might set up Trick Room. Let's do over here. And let's just actually click this. I know, like, to me, he wants to switch or protect something here. Oh, he actually just stays in. Okay. Okay, question is, what is taking all this damage? Alright, Specs, Terra Starstorm, you know, with the Fake Tears here. Alright, what clicks protect if anything? Rain stops, that's good news for us, more or less. Yes, he actually, oh, he's also tearing. Tell me this is Calyrex. Please tell me this is Calyrex. Oh my god. This guy is crazy, bro. Why? Why would you do this? Why would you do this? Unless you're timid, even then. Oh man, oh, it's clear amulet. Fair enough. It's not the leech seed stuff. This is still gonna kill him. Oh no. I don't know about this play, bro. Okay, the Calyrex actually lives, man. And he actually misses the Origin Pulse. Whimsicott dodges. That's the one I needed to dodge. Pagos takes a lot of damage, actually. And he actually just goes for the Glacial Lance. Okay, fair enough. Pagos lives. Oh, man. That's funny. Okay. Now, we've got Smeargle coming in. Alright. And, like, I outsped him. right? So I can just decorate and do it again, and then Calyrex cleans up. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, yeah, he was Amulet. All right, you know, he was Amulet. What are you gonna do? Okay, decorate can just pick up now. So yeah, we just do that. We can fake out. We can get a little bit of chip, but I just think decorate looks great. And then we do Terra Starstorm again. And that's okay. Alright, because the damage was good. Alright, here we go. Decorate again. Alright, and another Terra Starstorm. This should pick up the Ogre here. We're +2, quote unquote, with the specs. So now the Calyrex has a problem. Alright, because now we have a Redirector paired with it. Come on, Kyogre, drop here. Perfect. That's all I need. That's all I need. So we're +2 with specs. And remember, we still have a Calyrex in the back. And there's no more rain for you. Not that you needed it. Not that you needed it. Okay. Is it Jugulis? There was a Jugulis there, right? I don't even think Snarl is enough. What is this? It's the Amoongus. That's not enough. So he can redirect the decorate play, I guess. But the Calyrex is at our mercy here. So, honestly, I can just click follow me again. I can also click decorate again. What do I want to do? Because he can just rage. Let me think about this. I don't think it really matters. I think we just do the same play. Alright, he's actually gonna let me do it. Okay, here we go. Decorate again. Oh. Alright. Yeah, I think it's over, man. You know, our Pagos, you know, had just enough bulk here. We lived everything that Kyogre was gonna do. So. But yeah, wow. I mean, when you live, you live. We had just enough. But that's it. Clean them up. It's over. Alright, we got the redirector in the back. Now we can spore whatever we want. What is this? Is this the Rhyperior? Bro, he brought the Rhyperior? What is this supposed to do? What was this supposed to do? That I ask. Here we go. Like, do I want to do it again, or do I just spore for the memes? Are you Terra Grass? But it doesn't matter. You already Terra Fairy anyway, so it's gonna spore you, and I'm just gonna clean this up here. But I think, oh, he's gonna play it out. All right, here we go. Spore. Rhyperior for what? My Iron Hands? I question this. I think you gotta bring like the Snarl Jugulis, if anything. Okay, well, that wasn't needed. Could have just decorated it again. Alright, GG's. Yeah. I mean, he led both restricteds. We did a lot of damage. And that was all I needed. Alright, so there it is. That's the team one more time. So the team played as you thought it would play, right? Obviously, we got to use the Smeargle a couple games. Even the Whimsicott Fake Tears idea was kind of funny. And then Pagos and Calyrex, they do what they're supposed to do, right? And even the Iron Hands, the games they do want to bring it can still do the job, especially with Fake Out Pressure in end games where you can just go for Fake Out and click Astral Barrage, or you could click Fake Out and some kind of big offensive attack like we did in that the Miraidon game. It's really, really good. But overall, you know, just a very, very nice solid team here. So give it a go. Let us know how you do. We'll be back with another video in the next one, guys. Peace out and have a good one.